Hi y'all, it's me. I am going to attempt to record this video one more time. It's been the fourth time because my phone either rings or someone comes to the door. Okay, let me just jump into this. You're seeing this video now because the person who was receiving it has probably already gotten it. If you follow my channel, you'll know that I did a swap, Christmas mini album swap with Rachel, who you can find at vtdoohens5 here on YouTube, and she sent me a gorgeous mini album. If you haven't seen it, go look for it because it's beautiful. Thank you, Rachel. I love it. And what was really funny is because we didn't know what each other was doing as far as shape or size or anything. All we had to go on was she asked me what I liked, and I said, well, I like non-traditional colors, and then she said she liked whimsical. And since I'm not really sure how whimsical and Christmas are together, I couldn't figure out what to do, so I kind of just came up with this idea, and I hope you loved it, Rachel, because I thought it came out so pretty. I'm really loving this. Anyhow, so this is the album I made for her, and I used the technique for the binding was a technique I saw from Kelly, Creative Kelly from Cali here on YouTube, and I think she learned it from someone else, and then so on and so forth. And so I just like the fact that you could add embellishments to the pages and have the book stay square, not do that V thing. So that's the binding I chose. And Rachel chose a dimension as similar to this. It's very funny how similar they were. So anyhow, let me get going here because there's a lot to show you. The paper collections I used were all King Company paper packs. I don't know which paper came from which because I was just tugging them out. So that's the paper you're going to see throughout the mini. It's really fat, as you can see here. It's very fat. On the binding, I used mulberry paper, and then I was going to do a charm here, but I decided I didn't want it because it's already bulky enough without adding more on this side. So I added the mulberry paper, and then I punched die cut all these from My Favorite Things die, my favorite one, and I thought it just looked, it was enough. It looks pretty. And then as you turn this over to the back, you can see where the mulberry paper wrapped around. I used a treading water punch on the edge, Fisker's punch for here, and then I just put the paper on, and Handmade with Love by Gina, and then the year. And then on this side, which is the closure, it doesn't really need one because it stays closed. I just thought it looked pretty, and since I didn't put a charm, I thought this was a nice touch for this side. So I used this before on a mini. I explained how I did it. It's just two alligator kind of clips with one I used seam binding, this one I used some red and white ribbon. I wrapped around a rose there, and I hung some dingle bells here. I just thought they were so cute, and they make a nice little sound, so I added those. But as I said, you'll see that even without that being there, this book, look, I'll release it, and the book still stays closed. It doesn't do that V thing, which is so awesome. So let me get to the front cover. I'm going to try to stay in camera here best I can. So the paper is the King Company. I used the My Favorite Things die here. This is a ornament that I got, a pack of 5, and it's really thin. It says Merry Christmas, and I found it to be perfect for this. I just mixed up a bunch of flowers that I had from different places. These are balls you get off of the Christmas sprays at Christmas time at Michael's. I put some pine cones in here that are baby pine cones for my tree outside. I didn't really do much to Santa because I didn't want to overdo it. I really liked the picture, and I wanted that to stay focused. So I just glossy accented his hat and his belt buckle. And then I added this braid trim around the edge and some more flowers here. So relatively simple. So I'm going to move this over so I can get the front page going here for you. And then this page you'll see I used cardstock on the back, and I sprayed it with Lindy's scintillating silver on top to give it a shimmery look. I stamped these snowflakes on vellum with Versamark, and then I used that snow that you heat set and it pops up on top of that, so it raised them up with some texture. This strip you see is from the border strip of the packages you get for King Company borders. I just added that there. This die is a Sizzix die, and I cut out what I needed, and to it I added some flat back trim here, and I also added all these branches around the doorway, which I punched with the Martha Stewart branch punch and layered them on top and just glued them loosely on because I didn't want them to be flat. I kind of wanted to have some movement. That's a button, and that's a brad. And then I closed this off with Velcro because I used my ribbon technique here. And it opens up so she has a place for photographs on both parts. And it worked out really well, so I was really happy with that. On this side here, what I did was I used the Tim Holtz on the edge fence punch die, and instead of painting and then crackling on top and all that, I left it bare so you could see the cardstock through. And what I did was add antique white, and I did the Elmer's glue crackle technique that I showed on a video to create this look. Really love it. For the Christmas tree, I cut out a triangle of green cardstock, and then I cut out all these branches, punched them out, and added them layers after layers of them on this tree. I added some bling, some sequins, and this silver trim is from Halud. These really tiny baby pearls that I adore, and this is a piece of a trim that I just cut off one of the little things off of. And the tree does come out, and I'll put it up close so you can see how all the branches are on the tree. And if you flip it over, I embossed some journaling lines on the back for her. I hope that sun doesn't come in here right now while I'm trying to film. So anyway, that's that page, and I'll scoot it over. And this was a tag from one of the pages, or it was cut into 4 design elements, and I used one of them to make a pocket. I left a piece of this banner that I showed over here. I used it here and left it up so she could slide a picture. Added some pearls. I put some twinkle in his eyes with some glitter, and I glossy accented his lips. And this has a pocket behind it, so I embossed on the tag so she could add a photo or journaling, whichever she chooses. I layered paper, so I used edge punches. I have all kinds in here, so I couldn't even tell you what they are, but there's a bunch of them. Added some trims up here, some more pearls, flowers, pine cones from the tree, that kind of thing. And then this was a tag on one of the collections, and I used a Stampin' Up! Round tab punch for the lift here to open it. I used my ribbon technique here so that the hinge is nice and sturdy and will last for years to come. I embossed this on so she can journal there and add a photograph if she chooses. And this basically stays closed behind these flowers, so that's a nice way to do that. I'm going to scoot this over, turn the page. This is the next page. I added trims top and bottom. These are flat back white pearls that I had to color with my Bic markets to get the right color that I needed, which is perfect because it worked out fine. I had a template for this envelope, and I just traced it onto the Christmas paper. I glossy accented all the hollies all around the page, wherever there's holly berries up here. And then this is a pearl that I colored with the marker as well. This has a tag behind the pocket, which comes out, and it has embossed snowflakes on it and some of the pattern paper. And back is empty so she can journal and add photos. Then this pocket opens with Velcro, and there's some more tags on the inside that I put together with a brad, and I embossed on each of those as well, so more places for photos and whatnot in there. And then this tag that you see here is removable. I just have it sitting in there so she can take it off or not. I put a photo mat here. I added some trim to it. I added some glitter to it. I put Celebrate the Season sticker here, and that's another 3D sticker there. So that basically just tucks back in there. And these are from a holly plant that I had. I just cut pieces of it off and added it there. On this page here, I layered 3 different layers. I used this EK Success punch that I have, and it mimicked the shape of this die. So this die is a Sizzix die, so I really like the way that looks. I made a tag behind here just so she can see that it's a place for a photo, and or she can leave that in there if she wants to. And I glossy accented the ornaments on the tree there. Added flowers and some of the Martha Stewart branches. This was a tag. I added glitter to his scarf. I added some trim here, and then this allows for a tag in the back, which is very big, and a sticker that says "Make the Holidays Memorable," so she can add photos or what she needs to there. I repeated that border punch here, and then this is a Making Memories Be Merry glitter sticker that I put there. So, and by raising all of these things on Pop Dots, it really allows your tags to freely move in and out so they're not stuck, you know. So then this page opens up, and I'm going to try to show you the best I can. I did some eyelets down here and baker's twine that I inked, and then this page flips up, so I'm going to scoot it down just a hair and let you see how that works. It flips open, and I used one of the 12 by 12 sheets of paper here with the tree on it. I kept the decorations down low because it is in the fold and there isn't a lot of expansion for big elements here. So what I did was I cut these dies that you see out of a Sizzix die and put ribbon here to make it look like they were hanging down. I used some silver metallic paper for the tops, and then this particular ornament fans out so she can add photos to there if she chooses to do that. And they tuck right behind those flowers to keep them in place, so I thought that was really cool. So that's that page. I'm going to scoot this over so I can turn it to the next page. And this one, I put trim top and bottom, glued some little pearls down here, added a dimensional sticker down here, and some bling, a doily which I sprayed with glimmer mist. This is a sticker that I adhered to chipboard and then put it on Pop Dots. This is a removable tag here. She can take it out or leave it. I don't know where I learned this pocket idea from, but somewhere on YouTube. I try all of them, believe me. So this is one, and it has a tag right here in the front that she can put some journaling on, and I used the swirl die from My Favorite Things to enhance it. And then for the strips that go across here, I used a border punch on this side, which was the doily, and then I used a different one on that side, so it just gave a nice double look. Then you untie these, a flower and a button, by the way, on the sides. Then you can untie these sides on both sides. And this flips open, and there's a photo mat place that says Celebrations, and another tag in here where she can add journaling and photo. And then the same technique done on this page, and then you flip it the other way and you have a journaling spot. This one says Traditions, and yet another tag. And all of them have seam binding that was white and I colored with glimmer mist. So there's another journaling spot there. Really cute. I love that. I love this little pocket. So let me slide it over. And then on this page, I have a photo mat which is up on Pop Dots so that the tag can move freely, as I told you. I put some journaling spot lines on the back so she can do that. Some trims and flowers, and I love this polka dot trim. This tag is loose, so she can just leave it there or move it somewhere else. This was a sticker in the package, and I just added the glitter around it and raised it on Pop Dots. This envelope is from Stampin' Up. It's a scalloped envelope die, and I tied it with baker's twine, and inside there's a tag, and on the tag I added some journaling on the back so she could do that if she chooses. Added some bling and some edge punches, as you'll see. So really pretty, really simple, and I love the look of this album. I told Rachel I was having a hard time parting with this one too. So let me turn the page for you. Here's the next page. This one, I used some flowers, random flowers, and these bead sprays that hang down here. I don't know how well you could see them in there, but they're there. I added this sticker that came in the King Company pack, and it was a sticker, so I put it on chipboard and then put it on foam squares to raise it up. Then this spray that I had here. This tag is removable, and it tucks behind these plastic snowflakes that I added, and she can either use it for journaling or she can put a picture there instead and remove the tag and put it somewhere else. That's totally up to her. This is a die from Sizzix, and I glossy accented all the hollies on it, and then I raised that on Pop Dots as well, so there could be some tags behind, one of which I fussy cut Santa. And then she can journal on those and add more to it if she wants to. I used the sprays here again, and then I punched the edge of the paper there. On this side here, I tied this really loosely because I wanted to be able to show you on camera without fussing too much. I layered the papers. I used punches here, edge punches. You'll see the snowflakes on this page with the flowers. Beautiful trims, top and bottom. Some pearl bling everywhere. This was a sticker from the sticker pack, and I put it on chipboard and raised it on Pop Dots and tucked these 2 tags behind so she can use those for journaling. I used my ribbon technique with the cabinet die to make this a page that opens up and has more room for photos and journaling on the inside. Sorry, I stamped here too so she could write there, and it says memories. That's basically how that page works. Let me move it down again. I'm going left and right, left and right. This is the next page, and it's pretty simple. I didn't do too much on it, just kept it simple. Some photo mats that were raised on Pop Dots, and these tags are behind. Again, they slide nice and free, and you can see there's place for her to journal, and they go right back in and held into place with those roses. Same for this one. Did the same thing. Added some bling and some pretty paper, and that's that page. And scooting over to this page, I wanted this to look like a window box. So this die is from Sizzix. I raised up the window panes just a bit on foam squares to give them some dimension. I added all the cluster of flowers down here with those pine cones again, just to make it look like they had flowers outside their window. And this piece actually was made into a pocket to house the tags that are right here. And I made this tag with a butterfly pull on it. There you can see it better. So those slip right in. I added some bling to the background as well. And then this butterfly also pulls out. It's kind of camouflage, so unless you know it's there, you won't see it. But it's a weird shaped tag, but it worked because I was able to use that space instead of just waste it. And so she could do some journaling there perhaps, and it's hidden, so it's a nice little trick there. This reads Winter Wonderland, and then I have a couple of trims here. Now this page opens up as well. I'm going to try to show you this the best I can. It opens like this, and on this page you'll see a photo mat here with some edge punched paper, which I also repeated here as well. Some flowers and holly leaves and some bling splattered around. This pocket I learned from Elsa, just a few designs, and I modified it just a hair just to meet my needs. I put a Velcro closure on it right here, and that opens up, and then there's some tags inside the pocket here so she can journal on those as well, or add more, or put something else in there if she chooses. And the way that I adhered it to the book, I made it so that the back could have another tag in it as well. I wanted to be able to get as much territory out of it as I could. Then there's some more of that fuzzy trim there. And then scooting it down a little, let's see if I can do that. I'm getting stuck there. Is this page. And this page I used the border strip to make a pocket. I punched out some pattern paper here and some more behind this pocket. So these 3 tags come out, and she can journal on those as well, or do whatever, or use the pockets for something else. So that's where that comes in. And then I added some bling and border punched. And this is yet another pocket. So there's 3 more tags that are bigger. And now she could use this for Christmas card if she got some special one that she wanted to save or something. She could put those in there. Why not? You know, it works. And then these tags all slip right back in. There's some bling and these pretty flowers and holly. So I like that. I thought it was pretty cute. So let me scoot all the way back over to this side where the next page will show up. And I love this page. This is, I was wanting this page to look like Santa's sleigh and his sack. So basically I outlined the page with some pom-pom trim. I put some flowers here in the corner. I cut this bag out of felt, and I put these eyelets in there so that I could make it be where once the twine was in there, it would cinch and look more like a sack than just looking like a rectangle. And I fussy cut this little tag and put a Santa on there, and it says to Rachel from Gina. And I'm not going to untie it to show you because you could just basically flip it down, but I bought her an ornament that I wanted to give her as a gift for 2011's Christmas, and it's right here. So I wanted a way to present that inside of the book, and she can later on take this out and put something else in this pocket, you know, pictures, tags, whatever she would like to put in there. And that just sits there. And then this was an ornament that I got, and I used that E6000 to glue it down, added some flowers, and I left the top part loose so that tags could be added in right there for her. And she can add a picture behind those as well if she chooses. Finally, on the last page, yay! I was so happy I got this done. Finally, I've been wanting to get it done in the worst way. I used a Tim Holtz on the edge doily, and I made it look like a wreath. I added a strip of paper across the center to kind of camouflage the fact that these were not connected. These are some tags tucked in there where she can journal on and stuff if she wants to. And then here are some pearls that I colored with my Bic markers because I needed green ones, dark green ones, and that was the only way I could get them. I used the Martha Stewart branch punch around the edges of this to give it that wreath look with some roses, and this pin I got from Carlene. Thanks, Carlene. And then I added a bow with holly and bells. And I repeated these bows and holly and bells over here on this lamppost, which I cut from Patty Shabby Pink Stampers die. Thank you, Patty. At a crop I went to, she had it, so I cut some out. And then I added some white pearls and a bling just to make it look like a candle in there, and some more of those pearls around. And then this is a trim that I added there. So that's my entire book. I hope you love it, Rachel, because I so enjoyed making this for you. This was like one of the most favorite books I've made of mine as well. She said the same about hers. I really like that it's chunky, but it doesn't do that V thing. You know what I mean? So thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry I had to split this into two. It's just a very long video. So I'll come back again soon with more projects. Thank you for watching. And Rachel, thank you so much for swapping with me. I had a blast. I really did. Thank you.